birthday. We're finally back. We have a room here, so let's see what we got this year. Looks nice already. Let me just get my baggage in. Oh yeah, this is nice. Unfortunately, we didn't get an upgrade this year. Well, this is an upgrade, it's just not as big of an upgrade as last year. Well, yeah, I'm gonna turn on some lights, and we will be right back. Alright, we are here at the Hilton Anatole. And, as you can see, we have a room. So, coming in, here we have the door. On the door, you have your standard security features, deadbolt, latch lock. This one is a little bit worn out. I'm guessing someone forced it in at some point. Do not disturb sign, which we will be using. Your air conditioner thingy, and yeah, pretty basic, but nice front area. You have your standard Hilton Anatole tower closet thing with a safe and some drawers, which are clean apparently. Extra linens for the pull-out sofa bed, which these do seem to be clean at a glance. I don't see any hairs, but I do see... Oh no, that's not a stain. That's the bag. Okay. So those are clean. We have a safe, which we can test. Okay, good. The safe actually works in this room. Some of these rooms, it doesn't. Yep, safe works perfectly. No complaints there. Closing the closet back up, we now move on to the next part of this room, which is the coffee station. They've given us some complimentary water bottles since I am a silver level Hilton Honors member. Coffee maker, Cuisinart coffee maker, pretty standard. It is clean. They do use this coffee though that I dislike very much. For those who know me, know I do not like this coffee. But it is better than the coffee at Hyatt. I will give them that. Half and half. Coffee, amenities. I'm assuming Hilton napkins, yep. Pretty standard. Down here we have an Avanti fridge in this room. But it is cold and it does work. Oh, it's got a freezer compartment. Cool. Some of these don't have freezers in them. I'm assuming the original fridge broke and they replaced it. Because they are in these weird little boxes, which, why would you put a fridge in a box? Moving on here, you have your adjoining rooms, which apparently is now locked, but they did have the latch lock and a regular doorknob, so at least no one would have gotten in here, though that is slightly concerning that the door was unlocked at arrival. Oh well, seems like no one's been in here, thankfully. Massive television here. Your standard Samsung that every room in the tower has. The atrium rooms have a smaller LG TV. Glad you're glad to have me, Anatole. Because I'm glad to be here. Turning off the television, which is probably the biggest one I've seen in a hotel, other than those silver-rimmed LGs you see nowadays a lot. Over here we have the desk with an ice tray with cups, bucket with a liner. Pretty standard. They give you this welcome note here that basically says if you want anything, if you opt out of housekeeping, you'll have to let them know. Pretty standard for hotels nowadays to have to request housekeeping, and I'm actually not against that because most of the time I really don't need turnover service anyways. Here's your Ethernet port if you would like to connect manually. They do have Wi-Fi here, and if you are a Hilton Honors member, it is free. Here is perhaps the most important part of the room, the window with the view. Well, most important than the bed, and we have a downtown view today. Yes, that is a beautiful view. I will love it, that's for sure. You have your curtains, you know, your standard sheers and the full blackout curtains. There's the Peppermint Park down there, which they are really saying this year is, they're going all out apparently. Beautiful sunset in the background as well. This is an amazing view. And there's the atrium, which is the less nice part of this hotel. Over here we have the air conditioner, which is turned off, which I'm not too happy about. Let's turn that on. Oh, it's not restricted. Yeah, let's turn that down and, no, I think I'll be able to just do constant fan, which I do like when they provide that. You have a couch here, which this is the upgrade. Normally king rooms have a little chair in the corner. I was upgraded to a sofa room today. It is a sofa sleeper, and it looks clean. I don't see any dirt on it. This couch seems to be in pretty good shape for its age. I will say it's probably getting time that they renovate. Many reviews complain that the rooms are a little outdated, and I will admit, yes, they are, but keep in mind that they are supposedly, according to the front desk, for this time they are for real renovating now, so we'll see how that turns out. But the thing is, everything in here may be old, but it's in pretty good condition for its age. That doesn't mean that they could refinish the desk or this coffee table, but it's in good condition for its age, so I'm not going to fault them too hard for that. You have a nightstand here. No Bible in this one, but it might be in the other one. Phone, lamp with outlets. Let's check on this bed. The bed linens are clean. They have my favorite Hilton bed linens. We have some towels, or some pillows. That's a thread, not a hair. I will say I'm not a fan of decorative linens being used as regular linens, but these don't seem to have any problems. They are nice pillows, not lumpy. They're perfectly soft. They feel like they're new. No real hairs or anything that I can find in the bed linens. We can pull it apart. We just have your standard like top cover, down comforter, bottom sheet. I will say I do prefer these linens over other hotels' linens. I love Hilton bed linens, so these are really nice. There is one hole right here, which, come on, Hilton, really? But other than that, the bed does pass. I like how they also don't like tuck it in underneath, so it's really easy to get in and out of bed, which for me is something I appreciate. Nightstand, no Bible, which is to be expected. Most hotels do not provide Bibles anymore. QB time alarm clock. I do like these clocks quite a bit. Another lamp with outlets on it. And the alarm clock also has a couple outlets. Anyways, now we're going to use the bathroom, which other than the bed and the view, is the other most important part of the room, since this is a part of the room a lot of people spend time in. Coming in, mirror, basically tells you if you want housekeeping, you have to request it. You have these nice lights, which these are in better condition than the deluxe room I had a few years ago. Crabtree and Evelyn branded soap. Oops, and I dropped it. I really like this stuff. Glad to see we're using it still. Sink with excellent pressure. That was left closed for some reason. Here we go with the bath soap and the other amenities, lotion, conditioner, and shampoo in a DoubleTree bottle. Interesting. In here, hair dryer, and here should be toilet paper. And there's some more towels should you need them. I did request extra. It does not seem they put them in here, but that is okay because they said every day they'll call up the room and I'll just need to request them, which is what I'll do. Here's a toilet. It is a toilet, and we have some toilet paper. It looks like they tried to fold it, but it undid itself. Closing this very heavy door. We have a shower. I will say I would have preferred a bathtub myself, but at least the shower head is nice and high, like at the Hyatt Regency, which, as someone who is 6'5" myself, I greatly appreciate when they do that so I don't have to bend down when I wash my hair, which is very long if you were wondering. Alright, this is being filmed after the tour, but it seems I forgot to demonstrate the shower, so we can look at it. It's got your standard Hilton Anatole shower head. I was testing earlier to see how the hot water works, which does work. Standard shower head, again, mounted nice and high. As someone 6'5", I do appreciate that. Even if the shower is a little bit higher, that shower head's high enough to wash hair. Soap dishes, standard control. Pretty good condition. Turn on. Amazing pressure. Yeah, you're gonna be clean in here, no problem. It's adjustable as well. You get 3 options. You also get like this, that mode. Then you get this mode which like finally disperses water. The water is very hot, so it does indeed heat up. We can finish our demonstration here because it's gonna get steamy if I don't. Again, I would have preferred a bathtub because I just like having the option of being able to use a bathtub if my legs get sore, which they haven't, by the way. But for 2 nights, I think this will do. They also give you a little seat as well. Again, floor mat. Otherwise, pretty basic bathroom. For the Anatole anyways, it's still pretty nice. And yeah, that was the bathroom in this hotel. Anyways, yeah, let's get back to the review. Yeah, overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this room. I got this place on a good deal, so I'm happy. I will say, there are reviews again that do complain that this place is a little bit outdated for its age, and that's not wrong. I think it definitely is time to renovate, but if you're here in Dallas, this is still my recommendation, and I think that you will be very happy with this hotel if you come in here with the right expectations and get a good deal. Anyways though, that is going to be all, and after this, we're going to go down and see the rest of the hotel. So, that's it for the room. Alright guys, we're at the Anatole, where someone left their 5 balloon on the ceiling. Yeah, we are starting in the atrium lobby. Front desk is right there. And now, let's do a review of this hotel in 2022. The long overdue re-review. Since we're in the atrium, those are the elevators for this part of the hotel. There's the ballrooms and the pool is right there, but unfortunately the pool is actually closed today, so we're not going to be able to show that in this review. They're the elevators. Do you know if there are glass elevators in this part of the hotel? If you book the tower section though, there are no glass elevators. So if you don't like glass elevators, book a room in the tower. There's the terrace, where I had a delicious breakfast this morning. And for hotel breakfast with buffet, pretty good. There's their concierge desk, which no one is currently at, but they do have a heater there, so I'm assuming they do have concierge now. That used to be the business center, but it isn't anymore. There's a Christmas thing, I guess. There's the registration, so if you're having a convention here, this is likely where you'll be registering, because they have a full separate front desk just for that, to help reduce lines elsewhere. And now we are in the Atrium 2 building. Absolutely stunning part of the hotel. This is the part all over their website. Now here are your 2 stores that you can go to if you're staying here, or if you're just visiting. You have this and that, which is currently closed, but it's like the hotel run gift shop, and M shop, which sells, you know, everything you may need for travel. There's a Jade Pavilion, a couple reflection pools, and there is the Media Bar and Grill restaurant, which I must say for hotel dining was pretty good. It's certainly not the best meal you're ever gonna have, and it's certainly not the cheapest either, but if you just need a meal and something that's gonna be good enough to eat, it's a pretty good place. I recommend. Walking around this way, there's the entrance into the hotel if you park elsewhere over by the atrium. Of course, it has Christmas of the Anatole signage everywhere, because that is what they were doing this month. After all, I am filming this in December, so when you're watching this, that's why there's Christmas stuff around here. Let's see here. They have some nice seating areas over here throughout this atrium, and there's CounterOffer, which is their Starbucks, and it's also a bar. Well, it's not really a Starbucks, it's more of a we proudly serve type of deal, but I will say the coffee there usually does taste pretty close to the real thing. There's an info thing, I guess, I don't know. There's one of the ballrooms, that is the Grand Ballroom. The M floor is all ballrooms, and there's the Imperial Ballroom on the 3rd floor as well. Now we're gonna go through this connector that connects us from the atrium building into the tower section. There's CounterOffer again, probably the most modern thing in this entire hotel. Well, media is pretty modern too. Now we are in the Chantilly foyer. Now, we will see. That's where the Chantilly ballroom is. It is the huge ballroom, not the biggest though. There's some more ballrooms. It appears they're setting up for something on the day of which I'm doing this. Oh well. Normally this would not be blocked, but it appears today we got lucky. Here's the tower. There's also a front entrance to the Chantilly foyer right there. If you want to check in at the tower, if you go through that door, just go all the way around. Front desk will be straight ahead to the left. If you have a tower room, it should say on your reservation, check in at that desk, so you can check in at anyone. If you have an atrium one, check in the atrium. Otherwise, it'll be a very long walk, as you've seen, to the rooms. There are the tower elevators. Those are not glass, but they are high speed. So if you don't like that, book an atrium room, which has slower elevators. But they're the tower elevators. We'll get back to that. There's the north wing, ballrooms. And now we're going to the Trinity complex. There's the Gossip Bar. It is currently closed, but there is a bar at CounterOffer Media and on the 27th floor at Sear. That's the Trinity Ballroom. If you have a thing there, just go down the Trinity Ballroom hallway all the way past the rotunda, and they're right there. And I just got a static shock, yay! Now though, let's look at the outdoor amenities at this hotel, since this really is where this place becomes more of a resort than a hotel. At least that's what they say on their website. You get a nice seating area with a fire pit there, which is nice in December, where it is, I think it's 40 degrees out today. Oh, it looks like one of their Christmas trees didn't hold up so well. There's the massive Christmas tree. And of course they're doing their Christmas at the Anatole thing they do yearly, which is closed at this time of day since they only do it at night. Yeah, this is their jogging track though. You can use this any hour of the day or night. It never closes. I wouldn't think many people would want to use it in the winter though. Though this is the only pool Normally that'll be open, but they did give me a free pass to the Veranda Club's indoor pool because of the one in the atrium being closed. There's where they do like movies and stuff. I don't know. I have not done Christmas at the Anatole in quite a very long time. 2019, I think, was the last time I did it. So, yeah. If that kind of says the last time I did these things. There's the fitness center right there. I will see if I can get us in there, but there may be some people there, and obviously the biggest goal of these tours is to not get people on camera. But we may actually be able to look at the pool. So, since it is after 10 o'clock, we can go in there, because I think it opens at 10. Maybe 9. I'll put the hours in a title right there regarding the hours of the pool. And nope, no one's here. We can go in the pool. Now, you do need a room key to get in the pool area. Oh, it seems the pool is closed. Oh well. Unless, yeah. Interesting. Well, I'll try to get you a view of that later, since it seems the pool is closed for maintenance, so we will be back later for that. Jade Waters at Hilton Anatole. That's where Jade Waters is. That is their water park. That's what it looks like. There is a restaurant there, but it's obviously going to be closed in this time of the year since it's only open in the summer. There's the Jade Arcade, which is in the Veranda Club complex, which is also where your fitness center, spa, and health club is. There's also an indoor lap pool in this building, which is actually the pool they're sending all guests to if they want an indoor pool for free. Normally you have to pay for it. There's the fitness center. You'll get that later in the day. But it does have non-pre-core equipment. Actually, it does have some pre-core now. Well, yeah, now we will head back into the hotel. And we will go up to my room in the tower. Yeah, overall, it's been a nice stay so far. The service has been nice. Every single employee I've met, maintenance, housekeeping, etc., they've all been very friendly. I think it's definitely getting close to time for renovation, but the front desk did say that they are working on it, like for real this time. I know they said that back in 2020, and obviously nothing came of it, so we'll kind of see how that plays out. But hopefully they will consider a renovation. I will say this jogging track is beautiful. Now we will go all the way around there. The Trinity Ballroom's right there. Normally there's a door right there, but it's usually locked. But it might be unlocked in the daytime nowadays, I don't know. So that is the Trinity hallway right there. And we'll go in through that automatic door over there. Of course, since it's the Anatole, there's lots of art scattered throughout the property. We're not going to be looking at all that art today, but if you like art, this hotel has plenty, and probably more art than any other hotel I've stayed at. Which says something, given I've stayed at both the Sheraton Dallas, the Hyatt Regency, and probably more Dallas hotels coming soon. Anyways, we'll go back inside now. Now, this door is kind of weird because you have to stand really close to it to get it to open. I'm guessing it's so like animals don't get in here. But now we're inside. Wow, it's so much warmer in here. There's the Berlin Wall. That is plaster all over this hotel's website. Another ballroom. Usually they use that for Christmas at the Anatole, but they didn't do that this year. I will say the grounds are very well kept up. They do take care of this place. And now we're going back inside. There's the Christmas at the Anatole admissions thing. Even though it's fake and those windows probably will never open. I've never seen them open myself. And now, we're going to take a tower elevator up to my rooms. More artwork, because this is the Anatole, after all. The only hotel with art everywhere. And it looks like our elevator is going to be that one. So let's call him. Hang on, there's static shock. This hotel has static problems. Now, these elevators are very high speed, as we will quickly find out by riding these up to the floor I'm on, which is 26, which is the highest guest floor in the hotel, in the tower. As you can see, pretty fast. All the elevators look just like this. Very nice and welcoming cabs. They certainly tell you what you're in for.
26.
And here we are up on my floor. There's some art, obviously, in the hallways too, because it's the Anatole. And there's my room. So that will be all. Alright guys, there's something else I like to try in these hotel reviews. I just want to see how the hotels perform certain services. So I went ahead, went down to the front desk. Since I needed some extra towels, I went ahead and called some up to this room, as well as some bath amenities. So we're going to see how long it takes them to deliver them to the room. Now, the Hyatt Regency takes the award at under 5 minutes, but perhaps this hotel will beat them. Let's find out. Alright guys, since I'm checking out later today, in an hour or so, in these reviews I would like to start putting in a segment where either right before or perhaps the night before checkout, we go over what I did like, what I didn't like, and we rate all the aspects of the hotel that you used to find in the outro of my older reviews. Now, to start off with the room, I think we should start off with the positives of the room. To start off, everything's in working order, and in decently good shape for its age, given that this furniture is from 2005. The TV is nice. It would be nicer if it had Chromecast, but you do have the option of using the HDMI inputs on this TV, though. The bed, probably the most comfortable bed I've ever slept on in a hotel. All the lamps work fine. As a matter of fact, every appliance in the room worked well. Another strong point, the air conditioner. Despite it being cold outside, for some reason the room gets abnormally warm, so the AC's done a really good job at keeping that unwanted heat out. And, unlike in some of the other rooms I've had here, it does a pretty good job keeping up with the temperature. Perhaps maintenance has actually gotten the AC's act together since last time. The view is amazing, and the window, unlike another hotel known as the Sheraton Dallas, is actually clean. The ceilings are nice and high, but I'm not going to give them a point for that because we're just on the top floor and all the other floors have lower ceilings in the rooms. And as well as that, in the bathroom, the water pressure is amazing. No problems with the pressure. Now though, let's get on to the things that aren't so great. Now, I will say I do have OCD, so I am going to notice tiny details that no normal guest would notice, so I'm going to try to overlook those. My first complaint, some of this furniture does look a little bit worn out. This desk is probably the worst thing in here, because notice it's like all worn out. It's seen its years of use, and I think it's finally time that we change out the furniture. But I do like that they put glass on top of all the tabletops, so that way you don't have to worry about ruining them when you put a glass on them at night, which I prefer when hotels do this, because I do not like putting glasses on bare wood because I know it's going to ruin the finish over time. Let's see, what else is there not like? Also, just regarding the stay, I felt this year the Christmas decorations were slightly lacking, because last year they just had more. Oh, look at that. Those two fell over from the wind last night. Not gonna fault them for that. It happens. But last year I just felt it was more decorated than this, but I guess some decorations are better than none, but it is a little disappointing given that this hotel was marketing this year's Christmas at the Anatole as the best one ever. Period. But I guess that they had budget cuts or a new recreation director who is the person who does Christmas at the Anatole, or at least schedules it out. Those are both options or things that could have happened. As well as the worn out furniture, I will say the soundproofing here isn't the best. It's certainly better than some of the other hotels I've stayed at in downtown. Like, you can't really hear anything from the hallway, but if someone's in the room next to you and they're incredibly loud, you will hear it loud and clear. And that can be a problem for some people. Actually, most people, probably. So now we've discussed the things I didn't really like. Now, keep in mind, none of these really interfered with my stay. Thankfully, no one was in the room next to me. And even if there was, they probably would have gone to bed before me anyways, so they wouldn't keep me up. And the worn out furniture, well, although it's not the best thing to see when you're paying over $100 a night, I will say that it's still functional. But now I should get on to the other categories. As of location, we are in Market Center, so not the best part of town per se. But don't let that put you off from booking the hotel, because the parking lot, the grounds themselves are all very safe, very clean, nothing's going to happen on site here. And it's been safe for many years, in the parking lot safe, security does patrol nowadays, so you shouldn't have to worry. As well as that, in terms of staff, I think this hotel has made major improvements in the staff department. Everyone here has been friendly, including security, maintenance staff. Everyone's had a smile. At breakfast, I received some out-of-this-world service today. In a good way, not bad. As a matter of fact, probably the best service I've ever gotten at breakfast, which is saying something given I've stayed in some hotels that I thought were pretty good. As well as that, check-in went well. Check-out, I'm probably going to do it through the Honors app, so we won't get to see that, but when I needed more towels, they were very friendly in setting them up, and they came up within 15 minutes. So I think staff is a solid 5 stars. The rooms, I would say 4 stars, because, they need a renovation, and the hotel is planning on renovating. They actually have a concept floor on 23, or at least 2 concept rooms. And apparently they're about to roll out the renovation probably next year. So there's a good chance if you're watching this that your room's going to be a little bit different than mine. And it's going to be renovated and brand new. So you may not even have to worry. And the cleanliness of this hotel, 5 out of 5. I could not find one cleanliness error on the entire property. They really do keep it clean, and it shows. No stains on the couch. Nothing was on the floor. The desk was wiped clean. The bathroom was clean. I couldn't find anywhere where someone just forgot to wipe something down, or forgot to mop the floor, or forgot to change the bed linens. No, everything was clean and fresh for my stay. And I think that this hotel, cleanliness has definitely been one of their strengths from the beginning. So yeah, overall, I think if you're here with a convention, you're really going to enjoy the hotel and its grounds. And if you're coming here just to relax, and you know what you're getting yourself into when booking this place in terms of the rooms, I think you're also going to enjoy it. But if you're coming here expecting the most modern hospitality has to offer, this is probably not the one for you yet. Maybe in a couple of years when they renovate this part of the hotel, it will be the one for you. But for now, if you want something more modern, the Hyatt Regency would be my personal recommendation. Sheraton's nice too, but it's kind of lacking compared to the Hyatt. Even this place offers more than the Sheraton does. So yeah, that's been my review of the Hilton Anatole here in 2022. I hope you all enjoyed, and that is going to be all.
'Cause I find my way. Against it all.